Do you ever consider yourself stupid? I can read schematics. I've rewired vehicles. I've rewired houses. I've troubleshot CAN bus. I've troubleshot everything with electrical. That is my go-to. I am too stupid to figure out this switch. Too stupid. It's like the bane of my existence. Let me go into some email here and I'll show you. I got the, it's not technically a schematic for it, but it is the engineering drawing I got from the manufacturer. Super quick people, by the way. It is a cross and namer. This is, this is a high quality switch right here. I think it's actually a motor control switch, but it should work. Gary had it switched between, generator, shore power, and I think the inverter too. Well, some of the wires got pulled out when I was removing it from the bus because I tried to keep it intact, but then it didn't happen. So now I got to figure it out. Let's look at this email real quick. To the good old Google Chrome. This switch is totally different they're showing all the panels. But this right here has numbers 1 through 18. My switch has numbers 1 through 18. 19 and 20 are not being used. No. There's a 19 and a 20, but they're empty. So I've got spots 1 through 18. This has got a bunch of jumpers. Doing a little pin out on this. It looks like this right here is the correct pinout. Source 1, 2, and 3, and then to my load. If I pull the jumpers off this, I should be able to then test it and see. Now let's take a good look at this, as not to lose track of where the jumpers are. But I would think they would do it in a rotary style, but I guess not. Maybe it's by side. I know this video's cut back and forth and goes, between clips, different styles, but I got to have my phone, which is what I'm recording on, to go back to check the terminals. So it has it all screwed up. Let me go back and get these jumpers removed and then go back and figure out by jumping. This thing's good for like 67 amps, I think is what I saw on here. There's the part number. This is a C42 period A21. Yeah, 63 amps. Alright, let me pull these jumpers and see what I can come up with on this. Okay. I've got my handy dandy diagram chart here. My handy dandy beeper. Okay, so based off my chart number 2, is line 1. So if we turn this off, I should get no beeps anywhere. Nothing. So if that's because it's off. So I go to the first setting. That means number 1 should have continuity. Nah! And nothing else. Okay. Option number 2 should be 5. Oh, turn it off. No, 1. 2 should be 5. No, it should be... Oh, Lord, I'm falling apart here. That is off. That is 1, which is number 1 for continuity. Check. 2 should be number 5, which it's not. 3 should be number 9, which it's not. What if we just try it? Okay, 2. Okay, blue C is obviously not. Let's just check one of the neutrals. 4 is the neutral. So nothing should be connected. 3. A couple of them are right. Gets me fake dreams and false hopes. Alright. I'm going to have to do some more online investigating. Alright. I've emailed the manufacturer. I told him I was stupid and didn't know how to read a line diagram. Because the way I tested it with the meter, the lines are no big deal. I mean, I'm only running off 30 amps, but I've got everything wired for 50 in case I ever have to. So the switch is off, so there's no... There's position 1, shore power. Position 2. And position 3. Now for line 2, it's off. Position 1. Position 2, and position 3. That works for the hots, leg 1 and leg 2, that's no big deal. But it gets funky when you start messing with the neutral, and then ground it doesn't have listed. So do I obviously use this switch to switch all the hot legs between, positions 1 through 3, and then tie all my grounds together, then tie all my neutrals together? I don't suppose that would really hurt, and all we're switching is actually just the hot. And I was trying to think of how Gary had it wired up, but I can't remember. But in my head, I'm thinking that this switch switches all. You got 4 wires with 220, leg 1, leg 2, ground, and neutral. This switch must not switch all those. It must only switch 2 or 3 of those wires. So eliminate the ground, connect all those together. Eliminate the neutral, connect all those together. Then I'm just switching line 1 and line 2 between my 3 sources. I think that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully it won't blow it up. Wish me luck. If you never hear from me again, it's because that did not work. But it's a beautiful day today. It's only like... let's get you out of here. What is it, 74 degrees and relatively low humidity, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to try to get as much as I can done out here today. The ceiling, I actually went with an antique white from Walmart. It's still splotchy. I think it's going to need one more coat. But the daggone paint bled through my tape. Got on all my lights I gotta clean up. But other than this, I'm done with the ceiling. I gotta get this electrical done because I'm starting to use my batteries and stuff, and I need to get everything hooked up so I can get them charged. However, other than that, I don't know if you noticed, but I came up with a bus name. My intro was a little bit different than it normally is. Clifford the Big Red Bus. That's what I'm going to call it. I think this is a he. He's stubborn like a he. Clifford the Big Red Bus. It's got a nice little ring to it, unless if I decide to change it in the future. But you all wish me luck on this switch. Like I say, I'm going to try to get everything hooked up. Got a couple more electrical components ordered, but I want to go ahead and get those bad boys done so they can be, well, done. One thing to mark off the list. You guys be good and be safe out there, and we'll catch you next time.